In the beginning there was silence, not the silence of absence, but the stillness before a question that even the gods could not answer. What is the price of true wisdom? Not power, not gold, not even time, but something more precious, something only a god could give. In the high halls of Asgard, Odin sat. His one good eye gazed far beyond the horizon, not toward the skies, but into the layers beneath reality. And in his hand, he held nothing but doubt, a god, unsure. He had heard the whispers, a well beneath the roots of the world tree, a keeper called Mimir, who drank the secrets of the cosmos. But the well did not give. It asked, and Odin knew. To see everything, he must lose the thing he valued most, not his life, but his sight. Beneath all things, and above all things, there stands a tree. It is not a tree of this world. Its roots dig through realms. Its branches cradle stars. Its name is Yggdrasil. In Norse belief, the cosmos is not a globe nor a heaven, but a great tree, eternal, alive, and watching. At the very top lies Asgard, the realm of the gods, where Odin ruled with wisdom and Thor wielded his thunder. Beneath that, Alfheim, the land of the light elves, creatures of beauty and magic, too soft for war, too bright for darkness. And further down, Midgard, the realm of men, our world, cold winters, warm fires, and uncertain fates. Midgard is where stories are told, like this one. But Yggdrasil goes even deeper. Below men lies Svartalfheim, home of the dwarves, silent smiths in caves of flame and ore. Then Helheim, where the forgotten dead rest, not in torment, not in joy, but in stillness. There is also Jotunheim, the land of the giants. Endless snow, howling winds, ancient beasts. Even the gods tread carefully there. And Niflheim, cold and lifeless, a land where ice births shadow. And at last, the root, the well of Erd, guarded by 3 Norns, sisters who carve fate into the bark of time. Even Odin feared their knowledge. And beyond them, another root, another well, the well of Mimir, the one Odin sought, the one that would demand a price. At the base of the world tree, where even light dares not settle, there lies a well, not a well for water, but for truth. And truth, like deep water, reflects only what is still enough to see it. This was Mimir's well, and the one who watched it was Mimir himself. He was not a god, nor a beast. He was a presence, older than memory, wiser than all things that spoke. He did not move. He did not blink. He simply waited. The well whispered to him, but he whispered to no one. Odin descended the roots of Yggdrasil. Each step was a silence, each breath a question. He found Mimir seated beside the glowing waters. His face was lined like old bark, his eyes like still stars. He said nothing, but Odin did not ask with words. He knelt, removed his helm, and placed his palm on the ground. The world did not speak, but the well did, not in sound, not in visions, but in weight. The kind of weight only knowledge can carry. Odin sat across from Mimir. Minutes passed, or hours, or perhaps years, and still. The keeper said nothing, because the well did not give for free, it asked, and Odin understood he was not there to take, he was there to offer, to gain the truth of all things. Odin had to give up the thing that saw them, his eye, not for war, not for vanity, but for sight beyond sight. The well shimmered, its surface calm, yet echoing with the weight of eternity. Odin stood, removed the gold ring from his finger, removed the runes from his pouch, but Mimir did not stir, and Odin knew. This was not a trade of objects. This was a bargain of the self. He took the dagger, simple, small, forged not in fire, but in fate. He breathed. Then in silence, he cut, not with pain, but with purpose. And when the eye left him, it did not fall. It floated, softly, weightlessly, into the well. To gain the truth of all things, Odin had to give up the thing that saw them, his eye, not for war, not for vanity, but for sight beyond sight. The well shimmered, its surface calm, yet echoing with the weight of eternity. Odin stood, removed the gold ring from his finger, removed the runes from his pouch, but Mimir did not stir, and Odin knew. This was not a trade of objects. This was a bargain of the self. He took the dagger, simple, small, forged not in fire, but in fate. He breathed. Then in silence, he cut, not with pain, but with purpose. And when the eye left him, it did not fall. It floated, softly, weightlessly, into the well. The waters accepted it, and ripples moved across time. Odin fell to one knee, not from pain, but from something else. A strange stillness. And then, the world changed. He could no longer see with both eyes. But what he saw now was everything else. The space between stars, the thread that binds fate, the shape of sound, the echo of silence. The well had taken his sight, but had given him vision. And then it began, not with light, not with thunder, but with understanding. Odin's eye was gone, yet what remained saw more than it ever had. He saw threads, tiny golden lines connecting all things, people, trees, stars. He saw how choices shaped worlds. A child's tear falling in Midgard echoed in Asgard. A raven's wing in Niflheim disturbed a thought in a god's mind. He saw the birth of storms, not in the sky, but in hearts. He saw the first lie ever told, and the last one that would be. He saw the beginning of time, not as a clock, but as a circle folding into itself. And he saw the end, not as destruction, but as a return. He saw Loki smiling behind kindness. He saw Fenrir growing beyond chains. He saw Thor's hammer falling in silence, and Yggdrasil trembling under stars that no longer shone. But most of all, he saw himself, not as a god, but as a question. He did not cry. He did not speak. He simply knew, and that was enough. And so the god stood. His eye was gone, but in its place, clarity. Odin turned from the well. Mimir did not speak. He never would, but silence had become enough. The stars above Asgard shimmered softer than before, as if bowing. The roots of Yggdrasil pulsed faintly, welcoming the change, recognizing what had been given. Odin did not speak as he walked. His boots touched no leaves. His cloak moved without wind. He had given something sacred, but he had gained something eternal. The eye now lay at the bottom of Mimir's well, but its sight was everywhere. It flowed through branches. It echoed in crows. It whispered through runes. The gods would call him wise. The worlds would call him watcher. But Odin knew. He was now a student of truth, not its master. He would carry this vision, not to rule, but to guide. And someday when Ragnarok comes and the world begins again, the well will still be there, and so will the price.